Hello, everybody. My name is Dalen Reifstuck, and I work here at the Douglas Stewart Company on our business development team, and we represent Jigabot. And today I'm going to be giving you all a quick demo on that product and go over some of the main features for you. So this right here is the Jigabot. This is the unit. It's an auto tracking robot that uses infrared technology to perfectly track the user. You'll notice at the front, there's a little lens here, and that picks up an infrared signal that's emitted from some dots that are attached to your clothing, which I will be showing you soon. On the back of the unit, you'll notice there's a USB port, so you can charge whatever device you have on top of this, whether it's a smartphone, a tablet, a laptop, camcorder, really anything will work on top of here. There's some different adapters that you use to attach on top of this, and then it'll fit any device you have. So you'll see, also notice there's a power button here. Quickly just push it in, turn it on, and then there's a little power plug so you can plug it into the wall for power. On the bottom, you'll notice there's another little screw here, and that is to screw in a tripod so that you can use this in a classroom, really in any environment. So when you purchase a Jigabot, you'll get this, the main unit. You will also get the dots, which I was just talking about. So these dots are what you attach to your clothing. And they emit an infrared signal that the Jigabot then picks up on. So as you can see, they're pretty small. They come with some magnetic backing, so you can easily attach them to your clothing. And it's really simple. All you have to do, put it on, attach it. It's that simple to attach. So these dots are powered by the dot driver. This is the dot driver. You simply plug the dots in here. You'll notice that there's 2 ports. So you could have up to 4 dots on you. So you could have 2 dots in the front and 2 dots on the back of you, and you would get full 360-degree coverage. So even if you're turned around and facing a whiteboard, if you have all 4 dots on you, it'll still track you perfectly, no matter where you're turned. So this is the dot driver. It's pretty small, fits in the palm of your hand. It would fit perfectly in a pocket. On the dot driver, as I said, there's the 2 ports to plug the dots in, and then there's just a power button that you simply just press to turn on. So what's included? Jigabot main unit, the dots, 4 dots, the dot driver, and you also get this nice shockproof and waterproof case. You'll see in here I have some of the charging cords for the dots and the extra dots that I was just mentioning. I will not be using those today, but it's a very nice case. It's shockproof and waterproof. It's sturdy, easy to carry it around on the go. So one more thing I want to mention about these dots is that they will last 9 hours on a charge if you're using 2. If you're using all 4 dots, it'll last 4.5 hours. So this dot driver takes about 1/3 of the time to charge as it does to use the energy. So if you're using the dots for 4.5 hours, it'll take about an hour, hour and a half to charge. Alrighty, so next I'm going to go into some of the main features of the Jigabot before I move into a quick live demo for you all. So this, you'll see it's very easy to use. All you have to do is attach your device to the top, attach it to a tripod mount, turn it on, turn your dots on, and you're tracking. There's no configuration or setup really required at all. It's really a plug and play unit. You don't have to connect it to the internet. You don't have to run it through any special app. It's really easy to use. The next is the tracking technology. So I mentioned it uses infrared tracking, which is the best tracking technology in the world. It is far more responsive than any body or facial recognition tracking, can easily lose sight of whoever it's tracking if someone walks in front of the person. And body and facial tracking is also pretty jerky. With this, you'll notice how smooth it is. The Jigabot also perfectly frames you to within 1 inch. So that means it's going to be perfectly on you no matter what. And it'll work up to 100 feet away, so the length of a football field. So if you're 100 feet away, it'll be accurate to within 1 inch of where you are. As I said, the Jigabot also was able to work if you're turned around. If you have the 2 dots on your back and you're facing a whiteboard, it'll still be able to track you. And it also works with any indoor environment it'll work in. If you have any glass walls, doors, a lot of natural lighting, it doesn't matter. This unit will still work. Next is the motors on this. So the motors on this are extremely powerful and sensitive. So they're strong enough to work with any device up to 10 pounds. So if you have a You put the laptop adapter on top. It'll work with any laptop up to 10 pounds. So even your heaviest gaming laptops will fit on here, and the motors on here are powerful enough to move it. They're also very sensitive. So if you're 100 feet away, it's able to move very slowly to keep you in frame. If you're, say, 5 feet away, it's able to move very fast to keep you in frame. And I will show you that when I move over to the demo. Next is the quality of this unit. So it's made with all aluminum. It's a really sturdy unit. It really feels good in your hands. It has 4 patents granted towards this unit. It's manufactured here in the USA, and it also has an 18-month warranty, which is longer than industry standard. And finally, it is device agnostic. So what that means is you can use any device you currently have, whether that's a laptop, a smartphone, a tablet, a camcorder, a webcam. Really any device will fit on top of here, which is amazing. Next, you can use your own microphone. So whatever microphone you're currently using to connect to your device, I'll be using AirPods, but if you have a Bluetooth lapel mic or a Juno wireless classroom system, it will work with whatever device you're currently using. And lastly, since you're using your own device, your own audio, you can use any streaming service. You don't have to run it through a special app. You really just stream directly, or you record directly from whatever device is on here. This does not connect to the internet. It can, but you don't need it to at all. So it's very simple to use. So I'm going to quickly switch over to a live demo, but before I do that, I want to show you how easy it is to put everything together. So here I have a desktop tripod, just going to screw that into the bottom. Next, I'm going to grab my smartphone, which has my smartphone tablet adapter on it, and I'm just going to screw it right onto the top of here. As you can see, it's that simple. Now I'm ready to go. I'm actually going to switch over to my camera on my smartphone. I'm going to mute my audio and line on here and turn it on there. So give me just 1 minute to do that. Alrighty. So I am currently using just my AirPods connected to an iPhone 8. I have the 2 dots attached to the front of me. And as you can see, just watch how smooth this tracking is. No matter where I move, it's going to track me perfectly. When I stop, it stops when I stop, and it's quiet. You're not going to hear anything from the motors. Think of this as just like a professional cameraman on you. So I'm going to back up. You might notice my weights back here. You can ignore those. But right now I'm about 20 feet away. And just watch how it perfectly tracks me. It moves very slowly when you're far away, like I said. And it just follows you perfectly. I can move quicker. I can move even quicker. And it's always going to follow me. So like I said, if you attach the 2 dots to your back, then you can be tracked in full 360 degrees. I could turn around. I could, if I had a whiteboard up there, I could be writing on the whiteboard and it would still track me perfectly. So I'm just going to give you guys a couple minutes to see what this looks like. Hop back and forth just so you can see how responsive it is. It just is not going to lose sight of you. And if someone walks in front of you, as soon as they get out of the way, it'll pick right up wherever the infrared lights are coming from. Alrighty, so I'm gonna stop this, pop back over to my computer and give you guys a couple more little pieces of information, and that'll conclude this demo. Alrighty, so as you saw, it was very easy to use. It tracks you perfectly, but I'm just gonna go over a couple other features. So there is a Jigabot app that you can download. With the Jigabot app, you can actually control it with your phone. So if you wanna use your phone like a remote control, you can actually do that. You can also set up pre-configured movements with the app. So if you want to have it focus on one area for 5 minutes and then switch and focus on another area for 5 minutes, you can do that. Next, there is an optional lanyard accessory. And with that lanyard, it is just a metal lanyard that goes around your neck. It has some pre-built-in magnets, so you can quickly just attach the dots. There's 2 on the front and 2 on the back if you want to use all 4. And then next, there's also an external battery pack. So as I said, this unit is plugged into the wall, but if you're on the go or you're going to be outside, that external battery pack is an optional accessory that will power the unit for 3 hours. And lastly, we have built bundles. In those different bundles, one for laptop, one for smartphone or tablet, and then one if you're just going to be screwing a camera on top. So we have built those bundles out. They come with the adapters and the tripod you need. So it's all in one solution and it's plug and play. So if you guys are interested in this, reach out to your reps. I'd be happy to do any live demos or answer any other questions that you guys have.